Yeah, well, look, things are going poorly in Dallas, Texas.
It's not going good. Cowboy fan, Maverick fan, you know.
It's rough.
Anthony Davis played 2 quarters there and blew out a core muscle.
After being awesome.
Yeah.
What
Dude, it was like the best first half like you could have, and then he's possibly done for the
He
year.
went for like 14, 8, and 3 in the first quarter. He was great.
What is next? What could they possibly... How could we crap on Dallas sports fan worse?
Yeah. I mean, the Cowboys suck. I mean,
Corey
suck.
Seager injury?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Something bad happens to SMU?
They have Ranger hope, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they've been in the World Series like recently.
Yeah, but they weren't very good last year, were they? I don't think they were.
No.
Took a step back.
They were not very good. All if it does anything for you, but like I know you don't care, but the Dallas Stars are good, but they always crap out.
Who's their best player?
Who'd be their best
It had
player?
been Pavelski for a while. I don't know that it still
Probably
is.
Jason Robertson.
Can we trade Jason Robertson to the Lakers?
Ottinger's their good goalie. Maybe ship him
Trade
out of town.
Ottinger. Anyway, 2 of the fans that were kicked out of the Dallas Mavericks arena last night during the loss to the Kings were holding large poster board signs that read "Fire Nico," which of course is a reference to their GM Nico Harrison. And one of the men was seen mouthing "Fire Nico" on the arena video screens earlier in the game.
They ran him.
So they kicked him out.
They do like a karaoke sing along, and they get fans ready to do it. So they handed him like a fake mic so he could do the song, and instead of mouthing the song, he just mouthed "Fire Nico," and they cut the feed immediately.
Yeah, dude, you want to talk about what a bunch of sensitive bitches that you are? I mean, this is the James Dolan, like Charles Oakley stuff. Like, who was the Carolina owner, right, does this, David Tepper.
Tepper, yeah.
Like, the moment you start trying to control fans, you lose an entire fan base. Like, this is...
Well, you just look so sensitive and petty.
Yes. And by the way, you can't control a fan base. You can't piss off a fan base and then win them back by some sort of iron-fisted rule. Like, I just... How dumb do you have to be as an organization to engage in this? Because all you're doing, let's say, even if you let some people bring some signs in and some guy mousing and let it go, and this is a non-story. But the moment you start kicking people out, now every national broadcast is talking about this. It's local news stories, and it's only going to encourage more fans to keep trying this crap. I mean, this is just...
A bunch of people were protesting outside the game.
Yep.
Mark Cuban was seen telling fans to sit the F down who were chanting "Fire Nico." Not a great look for him or them.
No.
I think it's weird. Everything's changed since Cuban sold his portion. I mean, these new owners, they really don't know what they're doing.
No.
And they seem to not really care. They're just sensitive rich people.
Yeah.
And that's why you have things like this. Because really, I mean, if you think about it, Nico Harrison, I heard somebody making this point today. I don't remember who it was, but it's like, this is all falling on Nico, and I'm sure he knows he kind of has to fall on this sword for that trade. But where is ownership in all this?
Oh, he made a statement. Do you want me to pull it up?
Who, Nico?
No, the owner.
The owner.
The owner wrote a
no.
statement, and it's weird. Hold on, let me get
No,
it.
I heard that. I'm just saying, like, why is no one giving the ownership team crap?
I think they all know that they're absentee landlords. Nico said that when he went to the owner was like, what? Oh, I guess I trust you. I mean, even Nico kind of basically said this was not the owner's idea, and whether or not that's true or not, or he's just falling on the sword for the owner.
But he ran it by the owner, and the owner said okay.
The owner said okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There should be criticism right there.
Yeah.
The owner should have said, wait a minute, what?
Problem is, I think when you're the owner
not doing that.
and you don't have any idea what you're doing,
Exactly.
I think that's just what this comes down
And that's
to.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why the ownership group, maybe it's because they're just kind of out of sight, out of mind, at least to the rest of the sports world.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not taking as much crap as Nico.
I don't know. I just think in general, most of the time when you get someone that's pissed off, a group of people, you just need one place to focus your energy. And Nico is
the GM's the most frontward facing.
So very rarely does hate get spread out. You focus on one thing.
Pick one.
And that's where everyone's anger goes. And for better or worse, Nico Harrison is he's the eye of the hurricane.
Well,
right now.
they've been decidedly different since Cuban left.
Yes.
And did you see that Nico was not available for the Anthony Davis introductory press conference?
Really?
Did you read that?
No, I did not.
He was not there.
Where
I mean,
was
he
he?
might have been there, but he wasn't available to the media.
Oh my gosh. Well, and this just goes.
That's just going to make it worse.
It's just going to make it worse because now you're hiding, and then my God, to have him go down potentially for the entire year, if you're Nico, you're just sitting there with your head in between your legs right now, just breathing into a paper bag. Because it's just, by the way, they may not make the postseason because they just had their other center go down for a significant period of time with a knee strain. I'm looking at where they're at. I want to say they were like 6th or 7th, right? They're 8th. They're 28-26. I mean, Phoenix isn't any good. San Antonio's not climbing up. Portland's not climbing up. So maybe they're a play-in team, but dude, Dallas is going to be the 9th or 10th seed in the West. And LA right now, LA doesn't have a center, but I mean, you imagine if LA ends up making a run and they end up going to the finals or the Western Conference Finals or whatever, and you're Dallas and you miss the postseason, like you get bounced in the play-in. I mean,
with all the injuries and with Davis's, I mean, he's a question mark. I don't see how they do make. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing's been blown up.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad.
So yeah, I don't think they're making the playoffs.
Dirk Nowitzki he was in LA for Luka's debut. I mean, it's
weird.
If you want to talk about Portland mismanaging the Damian Lillard thing, and they certainly did, regardless of whether you thought they should have built around him or moved him out, they butchered that thing. Dude, that looks like that's a first-class organization, like A+ compared to whatever the hell Dallas just did.
Well, the problem with it is, from Nico Harrison's perspective, is that there is no winning no matter what. No matter if you were right.
Yeah.
Because the scuttlebutt around the league is that the drinking is a real problem. They were tired of him. He was uncoachable. He ran Carlisle out of town. Yeah. He's really, really, really difficult, and they did not want to and he's got a big drinking problem, and they said they don't want to give him $350 million, and I can see where they're coming from on that.
Yeah.
So the problem, though, is how do you win at any point, even if you're right? Where does it ever look good for you?
The best way is by getting a really good haul for the guy, which you didn't do.
You didn't do that either.
And that would have been one saving
so
way to save
if Luka does not win a title in LA, it's not like we're going to be blaming Luka's lack of work ethic or hard to coach or his alcohol problems. Nobody's going to be blaming that.
No.
So Nico doesn't win there.
No.
He can't ever go, see, this is why I traded Luka, and this is why you don't pay that guy the Supermax. He's never going to have that moment.
No. And unfortunately, too, the other thing that he's known for is getting rid of Jalen Brunson because he didn't want to extend him. And now Brunson's an all-NBA guy. So it's just, he might need to call up Nike because I think he's going to be out of the NBA real soon. I mean, I don't know how you recover from those two things. And if you're a Mavericks fan, I don't know what to tell you because it's I'm trying to think of the last time someone that was 23, 24 is Luka 25? But he's
25 now.
25. When's
He's
the last time a
five-time
team
All-Pro.
lost its 25-year-old generational 5-time All-NBA player? Like this doesn't happen. Yeah. I think they said the only other players that kind of met that criteria were Tracy McGrady and I think Wilt Chamberlain. So,
do you think Jode and the Blazers would allow people signs that read "sell the team"?
No,
because I don't think they would either.
They'll pull it. They'll pull them out.
I mean, I see that viewpoint.
Sure.
I mean, I do.
Yeah.
But I also think it's probably better PR to just ignore them.
Well, and there's a difference between taking a sign and kicking people out.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you can just take it.
What if they're wearing it on a shirt and they can't take the shirt off?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's tough. I mean, I guess then I suppose you can do hey, turn it inside out or, we're going to ask you to leave, but I don't know. Kicking people out of arenas for expressing an opinion. So then what about booing? Do we start?
Right. Or dropping an F-bomb.
Or dropping an F-bomb, booing. It's just, it's a slippery slope,
telling a player they suck.
Yeah. It's just crazy to me that you can sit next to me or and offend everyone in the section and have to, and probably not get kicked out.
Yeah.
You're just an obnoxious fan,
mm-hmm.
and yet you bring a sign that says "Fire the GM" and you're out of there instantly.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Again, I think there's a difference between saying, "Hey, man, we appreciate the opinion. Let's give me your sign, and if you don't want to, then you can leave." But the guy gives you a sign. Let him sit there and voice his opinion. Yeah. It's just find me a situation where an organization, a company, whatever, right, even an individual, reacted in a very sensitive editing manner and it ended up being a good thing for them. Find me one.
I can't.
This is not
a thing.
This is not a way to handle it that ever turns out good for you.